Hurry, before Dad returns. Mom said. I'm 21 now, Liam. It's hard to believe. Mom's loving gaze met mine across the table. It was my birthday. I blew out the candles on the cake she made for me. Only we existed. Dad vanished for years, choosing his younger secretary over Mom. I saw him as a fool, and it hurt our relationship deeply for years. Mom mourned the betrayal, but she quickly found her strength again. She had a solid job and could fully support herself. I pursued a business degree while living at home to cut costs. Mom prepared chicken enchiladas and chocolate cake. What I love most. She cooked with love. That's wonderful, Mom. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It brings me joy. Her hand found mine, a gentle squeeze that spoke volumes. She looked so young, her wide eyes and flawless skin captivating, with brown hair cascading over her shoulders. A strange tingling coursed through me. I felt fear, not from the world, but from my mother. Mom was oblivious to her impact, so I just shrugged, or at least attempted to. After dinner, we tackled the kitchen cleanup together. 21, Mom said as we washed the dishes together. Was that your football uniform number? Absolutely, I did. 2 years of university study. I stood firm as a defender on the school team. Mom once told me I was a cheerleader in high school. I led the cheer squad in my final year of high school. I had no idea. I believe this is the first time you've ever said that to me. Seriously? She inquired. I'm shocked you were unaware of that. I believe my cheerleader uniform is still at home, hidden away. Mom, I didn't know. When did you last wear it? I haven't seen it in years. She asked, why not give it a try? I asked her. I want to see it. I wondered if it was strange to want to see my 40-year-old mom in a cheerleader costume, but the desire was strong. I don't know, Liam, she said. Mom, please. Make me happy. It's my birthday today. I don't know where she is, she said, but it's your birthday, so I'll find her. Finding her might not change my place in this world. Take your time. Evening falls. Morning had just begun. Mom came home early from work to make my birthday dinner. We finished by 6:30 p.m. Mom gazed at me, confusion in her eyes, and let out a heavy sigh. She said, nothing's happening here. Once Mom stepped out, I rose from the table and headed to my room. I pulled my old football jersey from the closet. Mom attended my high school over 20 years ago. I believed the colors white, green, and gold were unchanged, and I was curious to see if we would connect. I shed one t-shirt and slipped into another. I returned to the kitchen, sat at the table, and waited. It felt like an eternity, but finally, I heard my mother's gentle footsteps. She turned the corner, and there she was. Mom stood there in her faded cheerleader costume. Her expression was one of confusion. She lingered in the doorway, restless and uncertain. What are your thoughts? What is it? She whispered, her voice shaking. What was I thinking? I was lost in confusion. I've never witnessed Mom like this. I've never seen her in a skirt that short. She was small. It revealed most of the legs. Her legs, slender and graceful, peeked out from beneath the small pleated hem of her skirt. It was incredible how perfectly she fit into the uniform now, just as she did in high school. Mom looked unexpectedly great. I felt a rush of nostalgia. Initially, I stayed silent. Mom said, "You're quiet, Liam. What are you thinking?" I smiled and replied, "I'm just remembering how much fun we used to have at my games. You always made them special. It's perfect for you." "Thank you," she whispered. Relief flickered in her eyes, but doubt lingered. "We belong together," I said, gesturing to the green and gold number on my t-shirt. My t-shirt hangs loose now, a reminder of the muscles I once built in high school, lost after countless hours in the gym. Mom said you look so handsome. Mom always said things like that, but this time it hit differently. She looked at me in my tank top while I gazed at her in my t-shirt, captivated by her tight skirt and cheerleader top. We paused, eyes locked, sharing a silent moment. We felt nervous, ridiculous, and a bit, another thing. Mom shattered the stillness. It was a blast. Stop embarrassing yourself and remove it now. She walked away, heading back to her room. Please, don't. Remain just as you are. I'll keep wearing my t-shirt. It'll be a blast. I'll lead the team, and you'll be my biggest supporter, my friend. I didn't know its origin. I never led the team. The job went to the Tyler, a cocky jerk with a chiseled chin. I felt a deep jealousy as he dated Chloe, the red-haired cheerleader I had always loved. I wanted to invite her to the homecoming party, but my heart sank when I learned she was going with him. When's our moment? Mom's gaze pierced through me, full of questions. So, where are we going? I was completely unaware. No plans for the evening. She slammed her foot down. Let's go to the parking lot, I said, the thought striking me unexpectedly. At the drive-in? It's been ages since we stepped into that parking lot together. Why there? I'm lost. It perfectly matches our vibe, a football player and a cheerleader heading to the cinema. Consume less. I had to face the truth, it was a foolish idea. It's your special day. If you want to, we can. But I need to change before heading to the parking lot. I won't exhaust myself over this. Mom, please. You look amazing. Today is my birthday. You must follow my wishes. Her eyebrows shot up at my words. Her doubts lingered. Mom, let's make this happen. As soon as my words escaped, I felt their weight. The subtle curve of her lips revealed she understood the unspoken meaning behind my words. I'm lost. I promised, only I'll see you. It'll be dark soon. Stay in the car, I'll grab the popcorn. Mom's strength appeared to waver. What's happening here? What is it really? She inquired. No, I'm feeling uplifted. I glanced at my phone. The new Fast and Furious movie starts in just 30 minutes. Let's go now and make it happen. These movies are ridiculous, she said, but they make me laugh, you idiot. I responded. This is the perfect movie for a car dealership experience. Taking a girl to a car dealership felt thrilling, but with Mom there, it crossed a line. Okay, Liam, she said. It's your birthday, yet here I sit, unmoving in the car. Popcorn and drinks are a must. I can't bear the thought of others seeing how silly your mom appears. You look amazing, Mom. You look stunning. She nearly blushed. Thank you, I never thought I'd feel this confident in this outfit. It's really tight, but I appreciate it. Mom looked stunning in that tight outfit. It embraced her curves perfectly. It felt a bit snug, but not overly so. Perfectly balanced. Her waist was strikingly slender, and the fitted shirt accentuated her curves. Her legs were smooth, and I was struck by how high the tiny pleated skirt sat on her hips. We need to leave, I insisted. Just as I mentioned. It's your birthday today, she said, with a sense of acceptance. It's a date, I declared. Thanks, Mom. I radiated joy. Hey, I just turned 21. Let's make some unforgettable memories together. I dashed to the drinks cabinet and grabbed a nearly full bottle of rum. I don't think we should bring alcohol to the cinema, she said, a mother's concern evident in her voice. No one Liam find out, I promised. I grasped her hand and drew her toward the garage. We set off. I opened the garage door for my mom and then the car door, extending my hand in a grand, chivalrous way. Mom smiled, recognizing the blend of foolishness and care in my actions. I shut the door, slid into the driver's seat, and we drove away. We got to the drive-in cinema just 5 minutes before the film began. Twilight surrendered to the darkness. The dark sky was clear, stars shining brightly, yet the moon was absent. I'll grab the drinks and popcorn. I knew my mom's favorites, Diet Coke and buttery light popcorn. I chose regular Coca-Cola. I dashed to the kiosk, arms full of food, drinks, and napkins, just a minute to spare before the movie began. I opened the door, slid into the car, and settled in. The seat was uncomfortable, sparking an idea in my mind. Let's sit in the back. Liam feel open and inviting. I'll remove the head restraints and push the front seats forward for extra space. As you wish, birthday boy, she replied. I love hearing my mother happy. It was a rare moment. I moved the front seats and pushed the headrest forward. We settled into the back seat. I soon understood that the real issue was the seats ahead of us. I was tall enough that it didn't matter, but Mom, petite and short, struggled to see over the passenger seat. She shifted to the middle, right beside me, ensuring nothing blocked her view. The back seat, a smooth leather bench, offered more comfort for movie watching than the front bucket seats. However, with Mom squeezed in the middle, it felt tighter than I anticipated. Doubt crept in, but as the trailer began, we settled into the back seat, ready for the film. I looked at my mom. Thank you for agreeing to that. You're talented, and this Liam be exciting. They're in great shape. I reached out, my hand finding the nearest thigh, squeezing gently. The skin was soft, smooth, yet I sensed the strength beneath. You look amazing, I said again. Mom flinched at my touch but stayed close. She said it's all about conquering the gym stairs. I pulled my hand back, and we sat in silence, watching the movie. We finished our Coke and popcorn, and I felt exhilarated. I believed Mom felt the same, but when I glanced away, her eyes appeared distant and her lips slightly parted. Her profile was stunning, illuminated by the soft glow of dim light. I could picture her as just a girl my age, and this as a typical date. But if it were, we would have already kissed in this moving theater. I returned to the movie, shaking my head to find clarity. It failed to deliver. I craved something, but not Coca-Cola. I grabbed a thermos of hot chocolate from the bag and poured some into a cup. I handed the thermos to my mother. Want some? I asked. She smiled and nodded, pouring herself a cup. We sipped quietly, enjoying the warmth and the movie. I filled her cup. I sealed the bottle and set it down at my feet. We savored the rum, our cups in hand, lost in the silence of the movie. It was a foolish movie, filled with impressive yet hollow action. Scenes woven with an incredible plot, yet the familiar stars and outrageous action had us laughing out loud. It warmed my heart to see Mom genuinely enjoy the movie, even with its childishness. The rum likely made it all the more enjoyable for her. We drained our cups, savoring every drop until the rum was gone. Mom shattered the stillness. It's truly sweet. It's odd, yet pleasant. It means a lot to me that you enjoy it. I'm loving this time with you, and you look amazing as a cheerleader. Her laughter danced in the air. Thank you. Her hand grazed my neck, fingers weaving through my hair. You are an amazing son. Your support these past years has meant so much to me. It was a struggle. Wishing you a joyful birthday. Anytime, Mom. I'm grateful to have shared this moment with you. Her fingers gliding over my skull felt incredible. She pulled her hand back sharply and moved in her seat. She moved a bit closer to me. I wrapped my arm around her shoulders, drawing her close without a second thought. Initially, Mom was tense and resistant, but soon she softened, leaned down, and rested her head on my shoulder. I leaned in, breathing in the sweet aroma of her brown hair. This is a first for me, feeling this way with my mom, unlike any past experiences with other girls. A subtle tension gripped my legs. I embraced my mother tightly, with tenderness. This time, Mom surrendered. Her sigh was a whisper, almost lost in the movie's chaos, yet I caught it. I gently squeezed her right shoulder, a rhythmic touch that spoke volumes. Once more, Mom stood by without a fight. She leaned her head against me, eyes fixed ahead, pretending to watch the movie. But none of us were truly focused on the film then. I looked away from the movie and focused on my mother's feet. Bravery surged within me. "Mom," I inquired. "What is happening?" She answered, gaze averted. "I remember how much fun you had as a cheerleader. You always brought so much energy to the games." Mom sat up, her gaze fixed on me. "Curious about what lies beneath my skirt?" "Absolutely." I couldn't help but wonder. "You played football, Liam. You're aware of what cheerleaders had beneath their skirts. You've witnessed it countless times." "I know," I said, my face betraying my shyness. "I wonder if it was the same for you back then." "It's my time," she said. "It feels so recent. I mean no offense. I'm curious if it's the same." "Liam." She looked at me, and the weight of obligation faded, replaced by the warmth of alcohol and our deep connection. Her expression shattered. "Okay," she replied. "Are you happy?" "What is it?" she inquired. "What is it?" she asked. I replied, my voice shaking. "Thank you." She tugged at her skirt, seeking to shield herself. "Let's continue the movie." Mom settled back, her head on my shoulder. I held her hand, and we found our comfort again. I gently caressed her shoulder again. She descended this time. Mom held me even closer. I had a plan and clarity on my next move. I could sense when a woman was ready to move forward, and each time I did, I was met with acceptance. It was my mom. Am I ready for this leap? Is this what I truly wanted? Absolutely, that's what I wanted. I was certain the alcohol coursing through my veins was more than enough. What would Mom say? She could have reacted poorly, sat down, and our heavenly date could have turned sour, ending our hugs and the moment. On my birthday, the devil triumphed over my angel. Forget it all. At last, Mom smiled. "It feels wonderful." "It feels wonderful." I softly replied, "Yes, it is." This is the first time I've seen my mom like this. Gentle and yielding. Especially after they parted ways with Dad long ago. Mom is now more decisive and commanding. Here she lies in my arms, Liaming to do anything. I was eager to discover her next move. I reached out and gently squeezed her hand. "Mom," I said, my voice soft but steady, "I just want you to know how much I appreciate everything you've done for me. You've always been my rock." She smiled, her eyes glistening with tears, and pulled me into a warm, comforting hug. "Liam," she said, her glare piercing, leaving me confused. Those eyes held 1,000 meanings, and I couldn't discern which one won. Would she blame me? Should we have stopped? We should have left and gone home by now. She did none of it. She momentarily withdrew from me. "We shouldn't have done this," she said. "I like it. It brings me joy as well," she said. "Yet, we must refrain." "I want to." "Do whatever you want, Mom," she hesitated. But just for a heartbeat before attacking me again with even greater intensity. "Yes, Liam." Mom seemed like a stranger. She was stunning, her body captivating. I felt an irresistible urge to explore her beauty. We were always tangled in each other's embrace. Mom kissed me fiercely, her lips pressing against mine with an intensity that felt wild and untamed. I fought back. We were a team, supporting each other through thick and thin. Suddenly, Mom snuggled close. I pulled away, sitting up straight, eyes wide with surprise. I made my decision quickly. "Liam," she asked, "you don't mind seeing your mom like this, right? Please don't judge me harshly." "No, please, God, no." "Mom, I'm at a loss for words." "You don't have to say anything," Mom whispered, her voice trembling. She shoved me in the chest, and I fell back into the leather car seat. Nimble fingers moved to my trousers, and amidst the loud chaos of the absurd movie, I heard the unmistakable sound of a zipper being undone. Indeed, she was just like that. I gazed at my mother's face. I witnessed fury, yearning, and hopelessness. It felt like a lifelong yearning, an unfulfilled desire. Finally, in the back seat of her car with her son, she had a chance to grasp it. They couldn't say no to her. A wave of warmth and strength surged within me, revealing how close I truly was. It seemed fine, but I needed something before I could give my mom what she wanted. I stood up and gently pulled her back by her shoulders. Mom's gaze searched mine, yet she held back. She reclined, eyes fixed on my hands as they explored her form. The initial resistance was incredible. "What's it like for you in the car dealership, Mom?" I inquired. "I'm scared," she admitted. "Nervousness isn't the worst," I said. Something was happening in the movie theater. I was completely in the dark. Rock performed a brave act. Irvin Diesel was a formidable force. Everything was meaningless. My mom lay before me, and I was just 21. I craved her like no other. Our eyes locked in a moment that felt electric. I wish I could erase that expression. I had to give in. I've heard girls say that a guy should be gentle and take his time, not rush or be too rough. I gave it my all. It was a struggle. I wanted more than just to eat Mom. I craved to consume her entirely. I loved it. Incredible, overwhelming emotion. "Mom, please share how much you love it." I expressed my enjoyment. Determination. She spoke further. I gasped, forcing the words out. "Share your feelings with me. Your use of me resonates deeply." Determination. "Absolutely," I said. I felt distant, words escaping me. Words escaped me, my mind was empty. I fell onto her. We were both drenched in sweat. The car felt like a steamy jungle. The car's windows were clouded with fog. Mom and I lay together for a moment, but then I heard the distant sound of a movie we had long abandoned. Everything had ended. I took a seat. The credits rolled on. "We should get dressed," Mom said, yet she stayed still. I gave her the clothes. We got ready. Stepping out of the car to return to the front seat was uncomfortable. I worried if anyone would see my mom and guess what was happening in the back seat. I questioned whether anyone in the parking lot would see us. We were powerless. Once I slipped on my pants and Mom donned her cheerleader uniform, we opened the back doors and settled into the front seat. No familiar faces in sight. Cars pulled away, leaving the cinema behind. We returned home as well. Silence hung between us for what felt like an eternity. We were both thrilled yet shy about making love. Mom shattered the silence. She said, "Liam." "Absolutely, Mom." I faced her. Her gaze locked onto mine, a playful spark dancing in her eyes like nothing I had ever witnessed before. "We can hit the cinema anytime, no need to wait for your birthday."